Negative thoughts are an unavoidable part of life. We all have moments when we feel defeated, sad, or anxious. It's perfectly normal, and it doesn't mean you're weird or broken. Whether it's a result of your environment or just the way you are as a person, negative thoughts will try to creep in whenever they can. But unfortunately, most people tend to give these thoughts more power than they deserve. We give them too much attention, and as a result, we end up doubting ourselves and our abilities more often than not. However, that doesn't have to be the case for you from here on out. Negative thinking is something that we can all learn how to manage and ultimately overcome with time and practice. Here are some ways that you can begin freeing your mind of these negative thoughts today. Be aware of your thoughts. Be aware of the thoughts that are making you feel bad or that are bringing you down. You have to see these thoughts for what they really are, which is just a part of your everyday thought process. You have to be mindful of your thoughts, because it's only then that you'll have the chance to change them. Only then will you be able to take control of your negative thoughts and recognize when they've taken over. This will leave you vulnerable and at a higher risk of falling into a spiral of negative thinking that you never escape from. Breathe and be still. When you're feeling overwhelmed, stressed, or anxious, it can be easy to let these feelings consume you entirely. Most people will naturally try to fight and push away these feelings. They'll try to suck it up and ignore it as much as they can. But fighting against these feelings will only serve to make them worse. Instead, you should try to embrace your emotions and let them flow through you. And one of the best ways to do this is by being still and letting go of your thoughts with some meditation. Don't overthink it, just sit in a quiet place, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. Your thoughts will start to slow down as your mind begins to de-escalate. With time, you'll learn how to use this as a tool to calm yourself whenever you're feeling stressed or anxious. Talk to yourself like you'd talk to a friend. You're your own worst critic. That's just a fact. Your super critical and judgmental side is there for you 24/7, and you're always going to hear its voice unless you make a conscious effort to silence it. To silence your inner critic and stop it from growing and spreading, you have to talk to yourself in a more compassionate and supportive way. When you notice that you are being super critical of yourself, stop what you're doing, close your eyes, and actually talk to yourself. Exercise, and maybe do something that makes you happy. Negative thoughts are often rooted in anxiety and stress. And the best way to get rid of those feelings and stop your mind from spiraling is to tackle them head-on. Because negative thoughts are often just a physical manifestation of those feelings, you need to feel those feelings in order to let them go. And while meditation and talking to yourself will help, they won't feel as real or powerful as a simple workout would. Exercising is a proven way to de-escalate your emotions and feelings. It releases endorphins, hormones that will make you feel more relaxed, calm, and happy. You don't necessarily have to join a gym and start pumping iron 5 times a week. A short walk around the block or maybe a jog through your neighborhood would do the trick just as well. Conclusion: negative thoughts are inevitable. The key isn't to try and avoid them entirely. The key is to learn how to tackle them head-on and let them go when they inevitably appear. With time, you'll learn to recognize your negative thoughts for what they really are, and you'll learn to let them go, regardless of how intense they may be. With these tips in mind, you can begin to free your mind of all of those negative thoughts that have been weighing you down and holding you back.